Alright, storage ideas. Do you think that you do not have room to store more supplies? Odds are there are many places here that you just are not thinking about. You probably have more space than you think. Let's take a look at some of this. Where can you store more items? Have you already looked at your closets? Have you already looked at your basement? Sometimes, like maybe you aren't storing things in your basement because of moisture or dampness. You can get ammo cans that will keep that moisture out. You can get other cabinets in here and put a dehumidifier in there. That will help. Have you already used your attic space? Do you have an attic? Have you used that space? How about sheds? Maybe you can get a new shed. You can buy them over there at the hardware store and set them up out in your yard. It's another option too. Do you have a yard where you can bury a cache? Maybe you've run out of room in your house, but maybe you can bury something in the yard. How about shelves over seats or shelves over tables? You don't really use all that space right up above your seat. You sit down in it. So if you built a shelf right up and over that, that'd be more room to store stuff. Now here's one here that probably aren't thinking about too much, but you might want to think about it, but be cautious with what you put in there, because you don't want anything to leak on the supplies that are in here. But in the base of the trash, if you started using a smaller trash liner, it would give you this space in the bottom of that trash can that you could use to store a few extra supplies. But you'd want to be careful with what goes in there. I wouldn't use anything that you would be concerned with your trash leaking on. How about your bed space? I mean, I know ladies generally like to have a little bit of space over on the side here for their shoes and stuff like that. Maybe you got some other stuff stored underneath there. But hey, how about under the bed? Is that really consumed? Is there some more room underneath there? Well, if you have used up all that, then you might get a little bit more creative and start redesigning some things. Making some things that have extra storage components in there. You might look into woodworking and ceramic working and making some things that are hollowed out where you wouldn't normally be to give you that extra room. You know, that planter over in your corner, maybe you can make a taller planter that gives you some storage space underneath it, or just build a box underneath there and put the planter on the top of it. There's all kinds of ways here to redesign things or put things inside of other things. It just takes a little bit of creativity, and you can probably store a lot more. Thanks for watching.